Social media is filled with comments about the so-called eyewitness expert. Yeah, this is a man who has appeared repeatedly at the scenes of tragedies in the last 2 weeks. The man introduced himself as a pilot at the scene of the tragedy on Lake Naivasha, where a helicopter belonging to the first family crashed into Lake Naivasha. Okay, it was en route for a Jubilee campaign, but other people say that actually the helicopter had gone for a joyride along the lake when it crashed. Yeah, so this mystery eyewitness was there and introduced himself as a pilot. Okay, then this morning, surprise, surprise, at the Graiseley Road accident that took away the life of Dr. Gakuru, the Nyeri governor, the man was there again, complete with his dark specs. Yeah, and interestingly, he says his vehicle, or the vehicle he was riding in, was driving right behind the governor's car, and he saw everything that happened. What? Is that a coincidence or what? Folks, there's something here that's not quite right. Okay, there are a number of disturbing things here. And worried Kenyans on social media are not worried for nothing. Yeah, they're just a few coincidences, too much of coincidences here, yeah, that would raise questions. Now, for starters, his eyewitness report of what happened concerning the accident that killed the governor of Nyeri did not disturb me a little. Why? Because it was a little different from other eyewitness reports. For instance, he introduces a motorcycle man, yeah, who was carrying meat, yeah, and caused the governor's driver to veer off the road, yeah, and hit the rail. Yeah, that's his eyewitness report of what happened. None of the other eyewitnesses on the spot mentioned the piki carrying meat. None, except him. Secondly, after such a bloody, grisly accident as this one, what would be your first thought? Your first thought would be rescuing the people, saving lives. First of all, you would be shocked, you'd be in a bit of a shock, you'd be worried about the blood, and so on and so forth. But in his own words, the man says the first thought that came to his mind was to retrieve the guns present in the governor's vehicle. Yeah, you know, bodyguards are armed, they carry guns. So his first thought was, let's retrieve the guns so that they don't fall into public hands, they don't fall into the hands of thugs, they don't take advantage of the situation. Yeah. Now, is that the first thought that would come to your mind as a normal citizen? I don't think so. Now, somebody in my club 1999 has pointed out quite correctly that this is the thinking of policemen, this is the thinking of cops, yeah? And I agree. Okay? Then secondly, he says he actually talked to the governor. Yeah, that the governor was alive after that horrendous accident. Okay, and he was talking, and the governor told him that he had been hurt somewhere on the leg. Now, the other eyewitnesses completely contradict that. They say that the steel railing went straight through the governor's stomach. Yeah? All this is more than strange. I would say it's bizarre. And that's not all. This pilot, who prefers to speak in Kiswahili rather than English, okay, gives his names as Dennis Muigai Ngengi. Okay? Now, the first thing that struck me about this name are the two names, apart from Dennis, the two other names. Muigai and Gengi are names associated with the first family. Yeah? Of course, it could be a complete coincidence. That is very possible. Yeah? Or it could be something else. Because if you know anything about the Kikuyu naming system, you will know that cousins and relatives tend to have very similar names. Yeah, the president names Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Yeah, he had an uncle, very famous uncle, who was called Ngengi Muigai. Yeah. Now it all gets even more interesting because the same Bwana Dennis was spotted sitting right behind the president during the service at the All Saints Cathedral last weekend. Okay, now you can see pictures on your screen. Yeah, that's him right behind the president and the first lady. What? Who is this guy? Of course, everybody is making a lot of jokes about him on social media, that if you see him anywhere near where you are, please get out of the area as quickly as possible, because there's a major tragedy about to happen. Yeah, Kenyans really have humor. But folks, there's something here that is not quite right. Okay, and of course I'm following this up. Yeah, I'm working my contacts following this up, and shortly I should be back with something more concrete. Okay, until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.